Many believe that success and excellence result from luck or random circumstances. However, reality shows these qualities often result from relentless effort, intelligent choices, and steadfast commitment to goals. But is excellence truly just about choosing the right path? Or is there something deeper involving how we control ourselves, perceive truth, and manage emotions? These questions not only open up a new world of thought and philosophy, but also urge us to explore the intricate connection between knowledge, ethics, and the role of education in shaping human character. From these foundations, we embark on a journey to understand how one can achieve excellence not just through actions, but through thought and philosophy, exploring how a life philosophy can become a guiding compass in one's life. 1. Self-control and truth. On the journey of self-conquest, the most brutal victory is not in defeating external enemies, but in mastering one's desires and temptations. Aristotle once said, "I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies." This emphasizes that true strength lies not in controlling others, but in self-discipline and mastery over one's inner desires. A concrete example in daily life is the effort to break unhealthy habits. Consider someone trying to quit smoking. Although no one externally forces them to smoke, the internal cravings and tension constantly push them towards it. Quitting smoking requires not only strong determination, but also inner control to overcome these emotions and desires. It's a battle with oneself. This victory is more commendable than any battlefield triumph. Moreover, wise people seek truth more than they worry about what others think of them. Honesty and loyalty to the facts are the foundations of all righteous actions. When someone pursues the truth, they are not swayed by the opinions of others. Instead, they live by the genuine values they believe in, even if it makes them unpopular in the eyes of others. For instance, a true scientist often faces pressure from the community or colleagues when discovering something that contradicts common knowledge. However, out of respect for the truth, the scientist is willing to stand by their findings, even if it means facing criticism or a lack of recognition. As Aristotle pointed out, educated people can entertain an idea without necessarily accepting it immediately. This ability allows them to expand their perspectives, consider possibilities, and make wise and well-informed decisions. This is especially crucial in moments that demand wisdom and clarity. In conclusion, self-control and truth are the foundations of excellence and the path to a meaningful and worthwhile life. Learning to control oneself and uphold the truth in all circumstances is the best way to overcome life's challenges and achieve personal fulfillment. 2. Righteousness in actions and emotions. In life, righteousness in actions isn't just about doing good deeds, but requires careful consideration of timing, method, and motivation. Aristotle asserted that anger is a common emotion everyone can experience, but righteous anger, with the right person at the right time, for the proper purpose and in the right way, is not easy. This is one of the most significant challenges in managing human emotions. For example, imagine a leader facing a situation where an employee has made a severe mistake. If the leader reacts angrily and punishes the employee without careful thought, the consequences could damage workplace relationships and lower the team's morale. However, if the leader controls their emotions, listens, and analyzes the situation before reacting, their actions effectively resolve the issue and demonstrate respect and understanding towards the employee. This illustrates that righteous management of emotions and actions maintains stability in workplace relationships and contributes to building a positive work environment. Additionally, self-indulgence is an easy path to making wrong choices. Immediate desires often drive a self-indulgent person without considering long-term consequences. For example, Continuously indulging in excessive eating, reckless spending, or living without a plan will gradually harm one's health, finances, and future. In contrast, people who can control their desires know how to forego short-term pleasures to achieve long-term benefits, such as maintaining good health or building a stable career. Aristotle also emphasized that happiness is not the result of material circumstances, but a quality of the soul. This means true happiness comes from within, from how we perceive and react to the world around us rather than what we possess. People might live in wealth but still feel unhappy if they do not appreciate what they have and constantly compare themselves to others. Conversely, living simply but feeling fulfilled and grateful will lead to a happier and more contented life. For instance, during an economic crisis, some people lose their assets and status but still maintain a joyful life and optimistic spirit because they know how to find happiness in simple things like family, friends, and spiritual values. Meanwhile, others, even though they retain their wealth, may fall into anxiety and insecurity because they place too much of their happiness on external factors. Thus, righteousness in actions and emotions helps us better cope with life's challenges and is also the key to achieving happiness and inner stability. Making the right choices, controlling emotions, and focusing on spiritual values will lead us to a fuller and more meaningful life. 3. The role of education and knowledge. Education is not just the process of transmitting knowledge. It is also a means to help individuals develop comprehensively, shape their character, and lay the foundation for success in life. As Aristotle pointed out, knowledge is food for the soul. Learning nourishes the spirit, helping us become more complete individuals. One of the clearest examples of the role of education can be seen in the training of the younger generation. When children are exposed to positive stories and lessons from a young age, moral and spiritual values gradually permeate their minds. This helps them develop their thinking and shapes their character, enabling them to become responsible citizens with deep thought as they grow. Aristotle stressed that education is not just about accumulating information, but is the art of properly orienting the mind. An effective educational system does not merely cram knowledge, but focuses on developing students' critical thinking and creativity. When students memorize without deep understanding, they only gain the appearance of expertise, not proper understanding. This can lead to a generation lacking the analytical skills needed to face the complex challenges of life. For example, suppose a student studies only to pass exams and get high grades without genuinely understanding the essence of the knowledge they are acquiring. In that case, they will struggle to apply what they learn to real-life situations later. Conversely, those trained to think independently and understand fundamental principles will find solving problems and making sound decisions easier. Moreover, education plays a crucial role in shaping society. A society can only develop sustainably when its citizens are well educated, know how to distinguish right from wrong, and can contribute to the community. Accurately and systematically transmitting knowledge helps people become more civilized, avoid wrong behaviors, and move towards good values. For example, a country with a robust education system generally has a high-quality workforce, a growing economy, and a stable society. In contrast, where education is neglected, knowledge is abused, or not adequately conveyed, society will face issues like corruption, violence, and inequality. In summary, education and knowledge are not only the keys to opening the door to personal success, but also the foundation for the development of society as a whole. Investing in education, not just in terms of material resources, but also in quality and teaching methods, is the path to a brighter future for everyone. 4. The qualities of the wise and the virtuous. The qualities of the wise and the virtuous are not only revealed in their words, but also in how they conduct themselves in life. A wise person knows when to act and stay silent, and they are not easily swayed by vanity or the noise around them. These qualities not only set individuals apart from each other, but also shape how they face life's challenges. According to Aristotle, a wise person does not put themselves in unnecessary danger, but is ready to face critical situations if necessary. For instance, a great leader doesn't need to engage in every argument or conflict, but when the rights of the community or justice are at stake, they are willing to stand up for the values they believe in, even at personal risk. Additionally, a virtuous person does not seek admiration or fame from others. They act based on their inner principles and values, not needing approval or praise from others. For example, a truly charitable person doesn't do good deeds for recognition, but because they genuinely want to help others and bring about positive change. They might perform meaningful acts without anyone knowing because what matters to them is not the recognition but the joy and meaning derived from their actions. A wise person also knows how to approach life with calmness and serenity. They are not caught up in the hustle and bustle of the pressures of modern life, but maintain their composure and clarity. For example, in a world full of stress and competition, a wise person knows how to balance work and life, avoiding the trap of endless rivalry and instead focusing on core values and the true meaning of life. What's more admirable about the wise is their ability to forgive and let go of others' mistakes. They understand that holding on to grudges or resentment only harms themselves. Instead of dwelling in anger or bitterness, they choose to forgive, move on, and continue their journey. This helps them maintain inner peace and creates a more harmonious and positive environment around them. Finally, a wise person knows that solitude is not something to fear but a necessary part of growth. They do not need the presence of others to feel fulfilled or happy because they find joy and satisfaction within themselves. They often prefer solitude for reflection, learning, and self-development. In conclusion, the qualities of the wise and virtuous not only help them live meaningful and joyous lives and influence those around them. Their calmness, determination, and forgiving spirit enrich their personal lives and contribute to building a better society. 5. The relationship between philosophy and political power. Throughout history, the relationship between philosophy and political power has been a lively discussion topic. According to Aristotle, the development of a society does not solely depend on laws and policies, but also on whether its leaders possess a deep understanding of philosophy. He argued that only when philosophers become leaders, or leaders become true philosophers, can a society achieve stability and prosperity. A prime example of the successful combination of philosophy and political power is Alexander the Great, who Aristotle directly taught. Under the guidance of a great philosopher, Alexander not only became a brilliant military leader and a visionary ruler who created a vast empire and promoted cultural exchanges between the East and the West. The knowledge and values he absorbed from Aristotle helped him manage his empire more effectively and humanely. However, the reality shows that combining philosophy and politics is not always easy. In many cases, those in power are often reluctant to be bound by profound ethical principles and philosophies. This leads to unjust policies and decisions driven by personal or group interests rather than the common good of society. Another example is seen in dictatorial regimes, where power is concentrated in the hands of a few. Philosophies of freedom, justice, and equality often need to be considered or corrected. Leaders without a solid philosophical foundation can easily fall into the cycle of power-grabbing, oppression, and tyranny, causing severe harm to society. Conversely, in societies where leaders possess philosophical thinking, development is not only limited to economics, but also to the moral and spiritual well-being of the people. A prime example is the Enlightenment era in Europe, when philosophers like Rousseau, Voltaire, and Locke had a powerful influence on political and legal systems, leading to the birth of modern democracies where individual freedoms and human rights are respected. Thus, combining philosophy and political power brings prosperity and stability to society and ensures that human and moral values are upheld. Only when leaders understand the importance of philosophy and apply it to political practice can society develop sustainably and fairly. In the modern context, this is more important than ever as the world faces significant challenges in ethics, the environment, and human rights. Conclusion: in pursuing excellence and meaning in life, we have discovered that success is not the result of luck or chance, but the product of effort, determination, and wisdom. Self-control and the pursuit of truth are the core elements that help us overcome inner challenges. At the same time, righteousness in actions and emotions guides us to better decisions and happier lives. Education and knowledge play a crucial role in developing character and society. A quality education helps individuals absorb knowledge and directs their thinking and behavior, laying the foundation for a whole and meaningful life. At the same time, the combination of philosophy and political power brings stability to society and ensures that moral values are respected and promoted. The qualities of the wise and virtuous allow individuals to live peaceful lives and create a positive impact on those around them. Finally, society can develop sustainably and fairly only when philosophy and political power go hand in hand. With these insights, I encourage readers to apply philosophical principles daily and contribute to building a better society. Start with self-discipline, controlling emotions, and acting rightly. Also, invest in continuous learning, not just to expand knowledge, but to develop character. Finally, engage with your community, share good values, and encourage others to act together for a brighter future.